He's doing an amazing job. It is taking a while, and results are nothing short of perfect, so I am fine if it takes a while. This vinaigrette is so easy, you can make it in the dark. It's 4 ingredients, all in roughly equal parts. Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar. I like vinegar, so I'm heavy-handed with this. Maple syrup, real maple syrup. And olive oil. Nice. Unfortunately, this is not within my skill set. It works beautifully, but it's going to trigger my brain hernia. I feel it already. So, stop. I'm not even going to look up for the rest of the day. Okay, next job. It looks a lot better than it did, but there's still quite a lot of dust on the beams. I hung the horse last night. He will go much higher up by the iron bar, but for now he's safe hanging from the rafter like that. Δεν ξέρω τι να κάνω. Δεν ξέρω τι να κάνω. Ούτε καν δεν μου είχε πει θα ανοίξουν εδώ. Και είναι 1 μήνα.
Το έχω δει κοντά 2 εβδομάδες εγώ, αλλά...
Πώς να μην είχε πέσει κάποιον μέσα. I'm just gonna have a quick walk around these 2 rooms that are painted. And the light's not great because it's evening, But I just wanted to show you how much progress has been made. And all of the walls have been painted. There's a lot more to do, but I can start unpacking the house on this level. Everything's dirty, dusty. There's a lot of cleaning to do, but it's ready. So there is a possibility that the electric problem inside my house is resolved tomorrow. I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. I'm really, really tired. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I want to go take a shower. So I'll tell you about that in the morning and we'll see. I think it's going to happen. But, you know, hope dies last. Good morning. I didn't want to say anything until I was absolutely sure, but I just got the phone call. The people are coming today to deal with my electricity. I mean, the electric company's coming. I can't believe it. It's going to happen in about an hour. And let me tell you how it happened because it's a crazy story. So I've completely cleared the way for them. And it is going to be so strange for this to finally be gone. And for this one to finally be gone. I'm going to be able to finish this facade. So inside is prepped. Now I have to go outside and do some pruning on the bougainvillea that's covering the area where the new meter goes. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe this is happening. I was told it would happen yesterday, but I just suspended belief because I've been told that before, but I just got a phone call. They are on their way. So let me just give you a quick recap of what happened. Yesterday morning, the whole neighborhood was in an uproar because not just mine, but another electric pole column had tipped over. Well, mine hadn't really tipped too much, but it was swaying a lot. But one of them a little bit farther down the street was actually at a 60-degree angle hanging over the street. And the electricity was out. We called the electric company. It was a very dangerous situation because we had really, really high gale force winds for at least 10 more days. And there's a fire hazard. And, you know, anyway, they were just not responding. So, and all of the neighbors were in uproar. And I'm like not the only one that has a problem with the electric board. So we called the fire department, we called the police, we called everybody. And finally, we got the attention of the electricity people. And all this time, I have my windows open in the front, so I can hear what's happening outside. And suddenly there's a guy on the phone who looks super official. He looks like he's got authority from the electric company. And he's talking on the phone and he's saying, well, so basically, we haven't even ordered the new columns that we're supposed to be putting here and they're falling over. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm outraged. I have to be pushed really far to feel outraged. And yesterday morning, I was just feeling outraged. The fact that they came, they dug these holes, they left the poles there just with like little toothpicks holding them in place. And then when they started falling down, didn't respond. I'm just here. So I go out there and I approach this guy very quietly and calmly. And I just said, you know, I can see that, you know, you're on it, that you're taking care of this problem. And that's great because I'm, you know, quite afraid of fire. And this is a dangerous situation, having these poles swinging. Yes. Okay, and then I said, so is the team that's gonna be coming to take care of this problem here the same team that moves meters? You know, that actually, you know, changes the position of meters. And he goes, yeah. I said, because I have a situation inside and I really need help because it's just something that I've not been able to resolve. in the beginning, he didn't want to even hear about it. And then I kept telling him, it's dangerous. The situation I have inside is dangerous. You really need to see this. So he succumbs and he says, okay, let me just photograph it so that I have a record. And he comes in the place and he sees the situation with it just hanging, and he's completely freaked out. And I can tell that this guy is a lot more serious than anybody else who has come in here and been freaked out for the last times that people have come. So anyway, he makes a call in front of me and he's like, I don't think you people understand what's happening here. These are open rafters. The electric clock is hanging from a thread. This is absurd. You have got to deal with this. And it's understood on this phone call, which I'm right there listening to, that they have had the work order to do this since March. Okay, like I said, I made my first applications for this in 2020. You know, there was COVID, and I get that, there was COVID, but the actual marching orders for the team to come and do the work, they have had in their hands for 6 months. So this guy who's quite authoritative, I didn't get his name or number, that was a mistake, but anyway, says to the guy on the other end of the phone, you know, this has to happen. And this woman doesn't live here full time. You need to arrange this and get this done. The guy on the other end of the phone, who's apparently in charge of the work team, says, yeah, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. What? Really? And I really didn't believe it. I didn't believe it until 10 minutes ago when I got the call that they're on their way. Let's see. Oh, God, let's see. So, of course, I've called my electrician. And he's on standby, and if it actually happens, because he didn't believe it would happen either, if it actually happens, he has to come and reconnect me once I'm disconnected and the old meters are removed. Wow, this is a big one. And it's funny that happened just now, like the first day that I actually feel like I'm in my home, and the electricity arrives.